Hey guys, welcome to the video, and here's how to get the most sought after legendary weapons in Borderlands 4. We're going to start with Fragging Oscar Mike. This is an assault rifle with the power to call down space lasers. Yes, this is the only gun in the game with this ability, and as you can see, it's absolutely insane. This space laser can be used on mobs, it can be used on bosses, and it just mops up anything in its path. Now that cooldown is quite large, otherwise you'd just be using it all the time, but it's really good if you save up and use it. It also has explosive rounds, so by default this is what it looks like, but with these explosive rounds you can turn each bullet into a mini bomb. Those explosive rounds come when you have the Torg licensed part. So when you have the Torg licensed magazine, it fires something called gyro jets, and these explode on impact. Now, not every Oscar Mike has this, but if you're lucky enough to pick up an Oscar Mike with the Torg part, all of your bullets will be explosive. That's not the only thing making the Oscar Mike a worthy gun to kick off this video, but it also has a second legendary perk. It's one of the few weapons to have two legendary perks, and the second perk is called Tactical Rounds. With Tactical Rounds, the first half of your magazine deals plus 50% bonus damage, which is huge. This is the boss that drops it with the most frequency. So what you want to do is go after a boss called Gen 1. Gen 1 is located right here in the upper left hand side of the map. And what you want to do to get to it is first do a mission called Fault Hunting. So you can't get to the boss unless you do this mission first. This is a little side mission that you can get right here. So make sure you do Fault Hunting. This is going to lead you on to a second mission. And that second mission is quite short, probably about 10 minutes in length. And then at the end of that, you will find Gen 1. Now all you have to do is take out Gen 1 and you'll have a chance to get the Oscar Mike. Next up, this is the Armored Bod, and this shotgun, I am pretty much in love with it, thanks to a perk called All Arounder. So with All Arounder, the description says this counts as all of those guns in one, and as you can see, it pretty much does function like all of them. So it has the range of a sniper rifle, it has the fire rate of an SMG, it has the power of a shotgun, and it has the reliability and clip size of an assault rifle. So it's all of those in one. So I'm going to show you how to get this, and the best location to get the bod is here. This is Trinket Crevasse, and it is an auger mine. So what you have to do to unlock the auger mine is first do a mission called Shadow of the Mountain. If you don't do that, the mine is going to be locked and you will encounter a red wall when you go in. But if you do that, the wall will turn blue and you can pass straight through. Now in the end of the auger mine, you're going to find a boss called Rock and Roller, and this is the boss that drops the bod with the most frequency. But I'm going to show you a little trick to cheese this boss and make it so you don't even have to fight him. So as you're sliding down this ramp, turn around in midair and try and double jump back onto the ramp. If you keep doing it, you'll eventually get lodged in the wall, and you can stick here without going down and fighting the boss. The boss will still spawn, however, he just won't be aggro to you. And if you look at the far end of the arena, you'll see at the boss here, and you can actually do damage to him, and he can't do anything back. So here he's just frozen, and he's not aggro to us, but we can be aggro to him. And if you just use a sniper or a long range gun, you can whittle down his health without having an inch or an HP of your health taken away. So that's how to cheese Rock and Roller and get your legendary bod. Here we have the Boomslang, and this essentially is an explosive sniper rifle. That's thanks to a legendary perk called the Bullet Pollinator, and the description for this is after reloading, the first critical hit ricochets and a sticky projectile to up to 3 nearby enemies. So if you can imagine kind of a bee pollinating a bunch of flowers, that's what this gun does, but with bullets. Really good at long range, but also you can just use this firing from the hip without even aiming it, and that's also going to do a lot of damage. So where to get the Boomslang? Well, what you want to do is go to Stoneblood Forest. This is located in the north, and the place in Stoneblood Forest is called Bitter Vein. This is an auger mine. So go to this auger mine once you've done the Heart of the Mountain quest, and you'll be able to pass right through the door. So remember to do the Heart of the Mountain quest, which is a campaign quest. Go through the mine. It takes about 5 minutes to fully explore. Go right to the end. It is pretty linear. And at the end, you will come to a boss called Bramblesong. Bramblesong is the boss with the highest drop rate for the Boomslang. What a time to be alive. This is the Plasma Coil, and what a lot of players don't know is that the Plasma Coil was in the 5th DLC for Borderlands 3, so you actually had to pay to get access to this weapon, and it was probably one of the best weapons in the game. Now with Borderlands 4, it's in the base game and you didn't have to pay at all, apart from paying to play the game, the full retail value. But anyway, the Plasma Coil, why is it so good? Well, that's because it has the Superheated perk, and this is a legendary perk. And with this, you can shoot enemies once, and that's just going to take them all the way down to 0. So you don't have to do any follow-up shots. They're just going to get poisoned and slowly get their health depleted. And that's just really good because all you have to do is be lucky with one shot, and then you don't really have to follow them around trying to deplete their health bar. Your toxic ammo just takes care of itself. The Plasma Coil also has a secondary ammo pool, and that is shock. So it can switch between shock and radiation damage depending on the scenario you're using. The Plasma Coil drops from the Primordial Guardian Timekeeper, who is located in the Upper Dominion in the Terminus district of Terminus. So this is an encounter in, I think, the penultimate mission. This is called the Timekeeper's Order, and it's the 20th mission of the game. There are 20 more missions in total, so you pretty much have to have completed the game in order to farm the Primordial Guardian Timekeeper. However, you don't have to necessarily find it from the Timekeeper. It's just got a lower chance of dropping outside of the Guardian Timekeeper. This legendary weapon is the Star Helix, and it fires differently when you fire vertically and horizontally. So here's when you fire vertically, and as you can see, the bullets form an actual helix, so it kind of resembles a DNA helix. And if you fire horizontally, here's how the pattern changes, completely changes, and the bullets kind of spread outwards, maximizing the impact and the cover. So what I like to do is fire it horizontally and vertically and just get the best of both worlds. That's what makes the Star Helix pretty unique here. I don't think there's another gun that has this firing model. As for where to get the Star Helix, again, it will be a place you can only get to if you have got right to the end of the main story. So you have to farm this from the end boss, which is the Primordial Guardian Timekeeper, and that's located in the 20th mission of the campaign. This is the Darkbeast, and first off, love the name. Probably one of the best named guns in this game, but it also lives up to the name because the Darkbeast is a deadly submachine gun. What sets this apart from other submachine guns is that it deals corrosive damage and also pierces enemies. So corrosion and piercing makes this absolutely lethal. Each hit has a 5% chance to cause an explosion, which only ups the DPS further. So it's both dark and it's beastly. That's thanks to the unique effect called Parlay. So only the Darkbeast has this legendary effect, and with Parlay you get the corrosion and you get the piercing. So if you did want to try this and try and farm the Darkbeast, here's how I got mine. I went to the coastal bonescape subregion of the Fade Fields, and there's an alga mine right here. The name of the alga mine is called the Timid Kyle's Neglected Opening alga mine, which is kind of a mouthful, but what you want to do is go to the alga mine there, and then at the end is going to be a boss. So as before with all alga mines, you have to have completed in the Heart of the Mountain mission, which I believe is the 6th campaign mission. But once you've done that, you'll be able to get in this mine, go right to the end. It's about 5 minutes long, and the boss here is going to be called Voraxis. So this is the boss within the mine, and that's going to be your best chance of farming the Darkbeast. Use the Encore machine after the boss to respawn Voraxis and keep farming until Darkbeast drops. Anyway, that was where to find some of the best legendary weapons in Borderlands 4, but let me know about you. What legendary weapon is your favorite in the game, and where did you get it? That's all from me. Subscribe to the channel if you want more Borderlands 4 guides, and I'll see you in the next video.